because we feel like you all who are here, this community, moving mountains, all of that are working towards a better world. So we want to just affirm all that together.
You really have to know who you are and where you come from and be comfortable with that and understand that whether you're short or tall or light-skinned or dark-skinned, that you as an individual, your life matters. We want our students in Move Mountains and all the youth that we work with to understand that there's power in your voice.
Come up, Move Mountains on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The Move Mountains Youth Project is a youth project in San Luis and the surrounding Rio Culebra villages of the Sangre de Cristo land grant. Our goal with Move Mountains is to be able to work with youth, specifically middle school and high school youth, in a variety of areas. Most importantly, we'd like these young people to understand the rich history, culture, and traditions of this community. We are the oldest indigenous community in the state of Colorado.
The Move Mountains project has been centered around what we call 4 pillars: art, entrepreneurship, earth, and community action. And those are large topics we've handed to the youth, and as a youth-driven organization, they're continually pushing us all to provide them with opportunities to deepen their knowledge in those 4 areas, which encompass a lot of life in San Luis, from ranching and the acequias and how their community has managed water in a very dry, harsh environment for centuries, potential for solar energy in the highest alpine valley in the world, and the deep history of Chicano resistance to encroachment on communal land rights, to how that translates into art, into theater, into poetry. Entrepreneurship, right? So important to, and we take a wide definition of entrepreneurship, I think, as just youth creating things that are needed in their community.
Max, what are you doing?
I'm adding the burn on the inside so the steam stays in and so the steam can stay in and no cracks get out.
Getting them to think about how they can impact their community with their ideas, their creativity, the resources that they have, and the knowledge of the elders around, I think has been a really powerful opportunity for the youth to feel ownership of their heritage, of their place, and of each other, and a responsibility to continue those traditions.
Right now, what we're trying to do with the kids and what the curriculum is and all the programming is how do we connect the past to the present? How do we help these kids connect to who they are today, and how is that a part of who they will be tomorrow?
It changed my perspective about everything, you know. Every time I see trash around the community, I pick it up, or I have my friends come help, or just helping out the community, yeah.
And before I joined the mountains, there was nothing for me to do. Favorite part was when we went camping, it was my birthday, and then we went on the school hike, and then after that it was this dope waterfall. So
it still hasn't impacted my life because I'm still kind of shy still.
And this is your first year, right?
I guess seeing all the facilitators and great things they're doing for the community, I really wanted to help out. And all the kids and the friends, I just attracted me.
We're trying to get kids interested in not only the land rights struggle and the Chicano movement, but also in the land and in traditional ways of knowing and ancestral knowledge, and connecting that through things of today, hip hop, slam poetry.
This summer our program is from July the 1st to July the 31st, and we also work with our kids once a month. Our goal is to raise enough money to be able to have a good, productive, and effective program for nearly 30-40 students. Not all those students will be paid. Those that aren't paid will be able to participate anyway and earn community service time for the time spent with Move Mountains.
They did pay me for the time that I was there, and so I thought that was really cool, and that helped me actually get some of my artwork done and all that, because I put most of that towards my art.
Move Mountains here in San Luis is extremely fortunate to be able to work with some of the most creative teachers, artists, musicians, poets, just folks who are young and energetic.
My experience working with the kids here at Move Mountain has been amazing. Just getting to develop the relationships with a lot of these youth, and knowing what kind of role you play in their life and in their development. And been inspired by a lot of these kids, just seeing how much they grow even in over a 3-year period.
This is the 3rd summer with Move Mountains, and our hopes for the future is to be able to grow and be able to involve more youth, specifically in the summertime when we can pay them. It's the only youth employment in San Luis for our youth. Our goal also is that it continues to be a youth-driven curriculum, perhaps the program to grow into other communities in the valley because it's so needed.
As artists, as educators, as leaders, we want them to find their place in the world, but also want them to bring it back to their town and keep San Luis what it is and what it should always be.